Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. And as you can see, we got the Neca Deadpool Epic Marvel. I got this bad boy at Toys R Us. They price match their online 15% off. Plus I used my rewards, so I got it for pretty good price really. It does have 33 points of articulation, 7 interchangeable hands, and weapons arsenal. And as you can see, superposable badass ultimate collector's 1/4 scale action figure. This mofo is massive. And like this whole box, this is a box I will keep. Like you can see the art inside, it just looks amazing. Let's sort of rotate it. I can't do it on the normal stand like I normally do because this is just massive. That's how big it is. So looking awesome. And he does have that snap on the bottom, I'm pretty sure. We got this back piece that looks phenomenal. The Battle of Champions. There's just so much to this box that it's beautiful. Like Neca, what'd you do? Besides crap all over that Marvel Legends Deadpool. The one thing about the Marvel Legends ones, you get Headpool, you get the alternate head, and that chimichanga is nice. Here's the other side. All the weapons it comes with. Looking awesome. And oops, let's go ahead and take a look at the top. It's got the cool Deadpool logo. And let's do this on the bottom. My area that I normally do my reviews isn't designed really for this massive box. But had to show the bottom. You got that cool little chibi Deadpool. Which, let's get Mr. Wilson out of his package so we can actually take a closer look at all the goodies he comes with and really get a heavy, in-depth review of this figure. Alright guys, we got Deadpool out of his box. And as you can see, he is massive. I can't even get him all on the camera. But we'll go into really in-depth, close detail looks of this figure. I just wanted to go over the accessories like I normally do. And as you can see, some of them are already equipped on the figure. I figured it'd be pretty cool to take them out of the hands and show them to you after I show you everything else. So let's look at, speaking of hands, let's look at hands. So, Deadpool comes with a couple different hands. So, one, it'll focus. It's like a sword holding fist hand. So we got that. We have another holding, I guess sword holding, something holding hand. Still the same little designs and everything. And yet again, another, I think this would be another sword holding one. But you can't tell. I don't know, you can hold stuff. They're holding hands, no trigger fingers. Really cool detail. Paint wear. Or like, you know how it looks like it's, the armor pieces have some wear on them. He did come with, I guess, a sort of a gun holding without the trigger finger going through the trigger. And this one doesn't come with a burrito or Death's Head or Deadpool or Headpool or whatever doesn't come with head pull, but it did come with this cool looking hand. Got to have that D pull. It's like gold and stuff, looking awesome. So you know when he punches somebody, that's in their face. So he comes with all those hands. Those are the ones that weren't equipped. He came with 2 trigger finger hands. And let's go over some more accessories. He did come with a nice set of cutlery. He has a sai, 2 katanas, and this port's in the back. It's a very bad design, honestly. Like, you have the peg here, there's a peg here, and it falls out. Like, I'm tempted to super glue it in there because this thing fell out and hit the ground. I thought it broke. So, let's take a look at this eye. Really cool sculpt. Here you go. Paint job. Really well done. Like, Neca is amazing with their attention to detail. Got the little Deadpool logo on it. And, I mean, on the back, it's literally just slides right into the hole. Now the swords, they're basically identical. The difference is this is black here, the other one's red. So let's look at the red one, because they're exactly the same. Neca is not a stranger to detail. They're not scared to sculpt. You could see this just in the handle of the sword alone. Like, the detail is just ridiculous. Like, it's beautiful. Get down to the hilts. And instead of having some, like, characters, like Japanese characters or anything engraved into it, they just have random logos or random question marks and shit. This alone was pretty awesome. But, I mean, look at the detail. Nope, it's focusing on Deadpool. There we go. The blade just goes on for days. And that's both sides. And then on the end, see if I can get it to... Yeah, you can see it. It's got the little Deadpool logo. It's awesome. And then what's nice too is, if you guys are familiar with like swords and stuff like that, how these go in, they actually come out the right way. A lot of times with figures with swords that have storage for the swords, they don't really put them in the actual, this scabbards and stuff are all messed up, so when they pull them out, it's never really 100% accurate. So, I don't even know where to begin with this figure. He's so massive. Let's continue. Let's take his guns out of his hands. Do not fall. Alright, he came with a really nice AR, M16, whatever you want to call it. The dry brushing on it makes it look so good. Details, attachments. It's looking amazing. Like, it's a massive gun. Like, this is me. Like, these are my hands. Like, this is it laying in my hands. Like, and I have pretty big hands. But I love the grenade launcher attachment. Like, all this is just sexy. It's got the extra magazine taped to the stock. And then, speaking of magazine, this one comes out. It is so freaking awesome. Like, reminds me of like the old school like G.I. Joe dolls. But as you can see, you can't have a magazine without some rounds in it. and it just looks awesome. And it's really easy to port it back in. You know, it's just like pops in. You could do either side. So that's some of the more of the accessories. And he came with a bunch of them too. Like, come on. Trying to do this without him towering down and falling. So we get MP5. Deadpool logo looking amazing up there. You know, it looks like it's hand painted and stuff. Really cool. Magazine doesn't come out of this one. It's pretty all one solid piece. Got some little cool Deadpool comments. His turd enemy, Deadpool's gun, his logo, and then he has one of those little chibi little hanger things. I don't know if that's something that Neca did or does. I don't know who produces them, but they had a little Deadpool version on the end of that, which is cool. I thought it was funny. Like they're adding like little subtle humor. So that's those accessories. Gonna turn him sideways without him tipping over. He also comes with a Desert Eagle. Painted really well. You can see the gloss on the handguard. It's gloss black. Gun's like a matte black with dry brushing. The rivets and stuff, the silver paint. It just looks amazing. Alright, so we're almost through his accessories. Like I said, he came with a lot. And we're actually at to his last one, which is his boot knife. And this boot knife is actually really awesome. Painted really well. Painted to look like it's full tang. It's actually sort of sharp. But it's so awesome. And all the accessories just basically fit on him. I can do his boot. As you can't see because I'm putting it, you know, because the camera can't even capture the size of this freaking guy. But, yeah, he is a massive, massive figure. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going aerial with this one because I want you guys to see the full details of this guy. Like, look at that head sculpt. I mean, this isn't no Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is buff, but he's not monstrous like this. Like, this is, to me, is how big Deadpool should be in a figure, due to the fact that he's just like a beast. And all the details, from the snaps on his collar to like the texture on his suit where the zippers are. Now, one thing I did notice, I thought that part was like a chip that was broken, but out of both the figures, that's how they're molded. But like, look at this. Like, this harness piece is like look at that, painted the details in there. This is like a rubber, washed really well to make it look really awesome, like leather. This little Deadpool logo belt, looking fantastic. And again, the washes, the buckles, everything, they went all out. Which with this size of a figure, you would think they would. I'll just continue going through the front. I'm just gonna do like a full rotation. We'll go from top to bottom. He got his Deadpool crotch. But I love the different like paint jobs and sculpt to make it look like different material. Knee pads and shin guards all scuffed up. And then little Deadpool booties. And even like his feet, like you can see like these, they're like actually sculpted in scratch marks. Let's get it to focus there. So they're not just painted, those are actually sculpted. I can feel the scratches into it. It's an awesome figure. He's wanting to fall back, but that's just because of how I have him standing. One thing I was concerned when I got mine, if you can see that inside the hole there, I don't know what's going on with it, but his elbow moves and everything. It just doesn't look as clean as that. But I love the washing they did to pop out that texture of his suit. Trigger finger. Hand, he has both those are equipped. That's why he comes standard. I love the gloss on the shoulder piece. Like, if you're a Deadpool fan, this is like a must-have. I mean, if you're just like a figure collector, it's a must-have. This thing is a beast. Like, look at the sculpt work in those pouches. All that detail. But that's also a good thing about large-scale figures. You can go in and add so much detail because it won't get taken away because it's full size. Really cool holster for his deagle. Boot knife holster. Down to his feet again. But yeah, like, I was showing my wife the figure and she was like, oh, the belts, and wanted to start trying to take the belts off and stuff and opening the pouches. I'm like, no, this stuff doesn't open. So, back shots. Again, this is all loose. I'm sure you could take it off, but you can see they didn't hold back on painting underneath, which is a good thing. Got that little Deadpool booty, but definitely nice and consistent. I have to move his arm up, but you can see he has some canister grenades equipped on his belt. I wish those would come out or come off, but they don't. And I'm sure you guys want to see some articulation with this guy. And let me get some more of this love to his face. Like, look at that. Like, it is awesome. So, let me go ahead and cut to where this is more stable. I'm not holding it by hand, so I can try to show you guys some articulation on this guy. Alright guys, let's go ahead and show some articulation here. Okay, so head articulation. Left to right. Can't really look up. Can't really. It's about. Yeah, can't really do anymore. His waist. He does have an ab crunch. Swivel. Swivel's hidden really nicely with the belt. He does sound crickety at times. I mean, he's all plastic, but he's a heavy, heavy figure. Arms. Can go up that far. They have bicep swivels. Double jointed elbows. And he's got the wrist rotation, wrist bend. So definitely works out that way. I'm gonna have to pick him up. He's so heavy. Alright, let's get these arms up. So his legs can get some really good motion. Yeah, I can't really try to do that. Snap his leg off. Oh, there we go. But he has double jointed knees. He is ankle rocking. Sorta, I guess maybe pivot. And then he has toe bends, which is awesome. Speaking of feet and toes, that's the bottom of his boots, sculpted in and painted. Snap with the exclamation point. And this Deadpool is a must-have. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. But now, since I messed with his toes, he's wanting to tip. There we go. Slide him back. This towering figure. Now, let me see if I can grab a little. Here we go. So we have. This is the Marvel Legends 6-inch Deadpool. This is, of course, without his mask. His other head's somewhere, but he's holding the taco. That's a size comparison. 6-inch figure next to this Deadpool. Like, he can... His eye section is bigger than that taco. Whoa. So sorry about the movement. As you saw, he was about to tower back. And this big guy will probably destroy anything that he falls back on. Because he's just massive. Again, I hope you guys like the video. This figure I was really stoked to find in the wild. Found them at Toys R Us. Honestly, they had 2 of them. They had a web online deal going on where it was like 15% off, and the figure was online. And I clicked on it, and it wouldn't let me do store pickup. So I went and talked to one of the reps at the store, and I said, "Hey, you guys have this in stock. Will you price match? I mean, you guys have a coupon on the website." They totally did. And then I've been going to Toys R Us for a while now, and they're like, "Oh, do you use the rewards?" I was like, "Yeah," but I was like, "All I get is diaper coupons and crap like that." Well, they're like, "Hey, you get money. Like, for every $1 you spend, you get a point and stuff like that." So I'm like, let me go check. Sure enough, freaking used all that. I got this guy for crazy good deal. So definitely recommend picking them up. And I hope you guys liked the video. Hopefully I was talking loud enough. As, you know, I just woke up and was like, hey, let me finish this video. But yeah, I really hope you guys liked the video. Add a like if you did. If you have questions on the figure, ask below. If you want to know anything about it, or let me know your opinions on this figure. Definitely recommend this one over the Marvel Legends bigger scale Deadpool, the one that comes with the burrito. Just because this one's more proportioned. He's not fathead like the other one. But both have their bonuses, so, and perks. But either way, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and most importantly, good luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a great rest of your day.